Cho's favorite wizard, Discover End. We're on the draw in round 3 of the Vintage Prelim with Lutri deck. What do we got here? Got a turn 1 Ancestral and a bunch of other Magic the Gathering cards that kind of fit together in some loose ways. I can give you Editor somehow. How do you do that? I don't know how you even do that. We're doing that after the stream is over, Log. And we didn't even lose. I conceded. Log. Log. I don't even know how to give someone editor, whatever. Alright, can we keep this hand? Is this a keepable hand? We're not even playing against a companion. We're probably playing against like Oath or something. I guess if we have a Kraken, it's pretty good to play against Oath. Let's keep this hand. Alright, so it's not Oath, it's Doomsday. So we get to play actual Doomsday again. Yeah. Alright, well. Rip the Merchant Scroll or the Sapphire. Rip the Sapphire. Oh, rip the Sapphire, chat. We're dead. Both teams fought hard. One of those games. Maybe this is not a keep then. I feel like these hands are so weird. All the hands have just a bunch of random mishmash of cards that kind of go together in some loose capacity. Opponent just has to like Dark Ritual Doomsday and we just die, so. I think Doomsday is pretty reasonable right now. People are playing this like Luris PO deck. Doomsday should be fine against that. Doomsday's probably favored against that, actually. I guess the only big wrinkle in that discussion is Lavinia. Lavinia kind of punishes Doomsday. Feel top. That can't be good for the home team. I mean, maybe this just wasn't even close to a keep, so. I think the no companion route makes Doomsday. I don't know about Doomsday. I think it makes DPS better, but I'm not sure about Doomsday. Losing Street Wraith, kind of weird, but losing Necro, not the biggest deal. Whereas losing Necro in DPS is kind of a big deal in my opinion. Oh, it just has Black Lotus for Doomsday. So they have to build a Doomsday pile that doesn't lose to Ancestral. Oh, they have Demonic. Do they have a Dark Ritual for a Doomsday? Yeah. Oh, they just have Necropotence. Okay, we're gonna get shown just how important Necropotence is. Wonderful. I think the Luris sideboard plan makes sense because isn't Dredge like kind of a hard matchup for Doomsday? We don't even have a Bolt in our main deck. Okay, I don't know why, but we don't have a Bolt in our main deck. That means that they demonicked for Necro, and they chose to Necro instead of Doomsday because we have a Merchant Scroll for an Ancestral, I would assume. They didn't need to get a Dark Ritual because they already had a Black Lotus. Smart. Maybe I'm just keeping hands that are not even reasonable at this point. Maybe that's the biggest problem, is I'm just like not keeping reasonable hands. I guess I should just give ourselves the out of hitting Time Vault, right? or to get the hit, give ourselves the out of hitting key on our one outer. Like, you could reasonably say that maybe they don't want to play Doomsday there because we have a scroll and we could possibly scroll for Ancestral, and maybe that's hard to play around somehow. I don't know. Like, theoretically, we could draw like a Lotus, and then have a Merchant Scroll for an Ancestral, and have our Lutri to cast off Lotus, which is kind of hard for Doomsday to play around, I would think. But I'm just gonna play this and give ourselves a one outer. Maybe I just like wasn't a reasonable keep, but I guess I didn't expect to get my Sapphire to rest. I kind of kept that hand on the basis that I had the ability to Merchant Scroll for an Ancestral and cast it. That's like the big reason why I did that. Obviously duress makes that a problem. So it's just possible that I'm just like not keeping a reasonable like subsection of hands. So we should die to this Doomsday. Opponent just draws off of their. Oh, I guess that's not how Necroportance works, right? They still kind of have to have a draw spell kill us this turn, right? Or a Gush Pile, anyways. Because they don't have Lotus. Obviously, they already used Lotus. There's a possibility we're not dead here. They have to still like draw into their Gush. Unless their Gush is already in their hand again, like last time. Yeah, I know that they're putting the Lotus in their Doomsday pile. I'm saying that they don't have Lotus in their hand, so they can't just like have a Thassa's Oracle Lotus and then use their Necropotence to draw off the top of their deck. They drew one down and then passed. Alright, I mean we got the ability to do something here, which is nice. Obviously we don't have a Lightning Bolt in our deck still. We're just looking for a key off the top. Soul Ring. Not going to be good enough because I guess we can get Force, depending on how they built their pile, might have a chance. Okay, we're just going to get dazed. Alright, well, we tried. we tried. Okay. So we boarded in Pyroblast and Trap and Pierce. And we boarded out Hercules and Rebuild and Chalice last time. Matt did say that they kind of liked Chalice. I'm not like 100% sure that's a really great way to go about it. Kind of don't think I like Chalice here, but oh, we could choose to board out the Caracas if we don't think they're gonna board in the cat. Which they didn't. So maybe we could have boarded out Caracas and boarded in Chalice. And of course we drew our Caracas every time. Every time. I guess that would have been a Chalice. I guess it wouldn't have been made too much of a difference. Would have just been a Chalice on 0 because we can't cast a Chalice on 1 in this hand. I feel like you want to keep this hand. I really wish this was an island, obviously. So much mana. We get a blue source. We get to Time Walk. Doesn't really do anything. I feel like if this was just an island, we would be fine, but I just can't seem to draw hands with islands in them. I just cannot seem to draw a hand with an island in it. Our hands have not looked very good for this deck. We've definitely struggled to find hands that looked like they were doing reasonable things. I guess that's what happens when you're playing Singleton, but we have 2 cards in hand and our opponent has 8. Sapphire. I really want to spin this turn, I think. Make them have days, I guess. Just every time. We can blind draw to trap and misstep. Why are you saying that, Log? I don't understand. That's not. I would draw more cards than that, right? Feels like a low number of cards. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I misclicked. I wanted to cast Ponder. I cast the wrong one. So I can get a Force of Will here if I want to. I don't know how we ever win the game if that's the case. I guess we can conceivably figure out a Desire line if we don't want a Force of Will. So like I could put Dark Ritual, Force of Will, Desire, draw Desire. If I need to Force, I can draw into Force. But if not, I can spin into Desire and see if we can figure out a way to cast a Desire next turn. I guess that's pretty reasonable. I think that's fine. Why are you... What? Why are you assuming that? That seems like a dumb thing to assume. Man, Italians are weird. I'm sorry to all other Italians, because Raph is my biggest example of an Italian. Alright, so if we spin here, and if we find another opal, an opal, okay. If we do opal draw, 4 mana, draw into Dark Ritual for a Desire, perfect. We're in chat. There's no way opponent could possibly have any counter magic that would stop this. We have a plan. It's not a good plan. But we have a plan. There's no way this could go poorly. There's just no way their 7-card hand could reasonably have cards that would make this obsolete. There's just no way. I refuse to believe that that could happen to us. I think this is just the way. I think this is the way. No, don't do it! Oh wait, okay, wait. So you're saying there's a chance? We could just Mind's Desire into Time Vault Key, chat. Or Bolus's Citadel. Come on. Come on. Come on. 4 copies. Oh, all right. What do we got? This game sucks. Ugh. I tried so hard, chat. I tried so hard to get us somewhere. I felt like I put my best foot forward there, besides the bad keep in game 1. I think we tried hard, and that's what counts. Probably. Necropotent's better than Cat, confirmed. Is the moles awful, or is our deck like 60 random cards? Like, we keep having these hands that are like Dig Through Time, Dark Petition, Top, Emerald, Caracas. Like, that was a hand that we had, and it was pretty bad.